All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shema, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of great millstone. Shalom to all the Akim out there pushing the word of sincerity and in truth. I just want to do a lesson dealing with this nihilist mindset. The Lord will now go through certain philosophical lessons, and break these things down, because we're supposed to, tear down these strongholds that hold upon the mind, you know, um, and one in particular is nihilism, and I'm gonna jump straight into it through the spirit. It says nihilism is the belief that all values are baseless and that nothing can be known or communicated. And brothers in the truth, you know, we're not nihilists, man. If you're in that nihilist mentality that everything is you know, adds up to nothing, you know, and nothing can be revealed, nothing can be communicated, you know, then you if you have that mind frame, then you got to check that stuff at the door, man. Because you don't have the full understanding of Yahweh Shema Shah. You still lack, you still have a lack of understanding when it comes to this truth. If things couldn't be communicated, why does the scripture says do good and communicate? All right. If things are baseless, then what's the point of us, working in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, building the tabernacles of David? We believe that our life has a purpose. Everything has has a purpose for the bigger picture, and the Lord sent us down here as a learning lesson, as it is written in Romans 15:4. Everything aforetime was written for our learning. So even though we're in hell, and if you think about it, I always, well, reading on this, I was, thinking about how even Solomon spoke about how things are vanity and vexation of the spirit. But when you finish, the book of Ecclesiastes, you go through the full book of Ecclesiastes, you see that he said certain things do add up to want to live for, so to speak, man. You can't be in that depressed mindset like there's nothing to live for. And what did Solomon say? There's no better thing for a man but to eat, drink, and enjoy the fruit of his labor. And even Paul, he spoke about how it was essential for him to stay and sustain for the elect's sake. So having that mind frame, oh man, nothing even matters. What's the point of striving if America's gonna be destroyed? It's extreme pessimism. That's why it says it is often associated with extreme pessimism. And some brothers, fight that demon, man, of extreme pessimism. You have to be optimistic, man. The Lord is he's doing a wonderful work. He's raising up, brothers. He's giving us abundance of understanding. We see these prophecies coming to pass. We're winning, man. Even though we're still in the midst of hell, we're still in captivity. We're in the lowest state. We're in the worst case scenario. We still have to have that optimism that Yahweh Shah is going to come back with the fleet of chariots and deliver us. And we see that as the society gradually breaks down, that the Most High's house is gradually growing up. So it says it is often associated with extreme pessimism and a radical skepticism that condemns existence. Right. And that's why a lot of people kill themselves, man. They don't understand that they turn themselves into nihilists. They their spirits start to get hollowed out to the point where nothing has any type of real fulfillment. All they want to do is just be in their room, scroll through social media, and feel depressed about others gains. And like I said, that's a toxic mindset. You got to avoid that toxic mentality, man. Certain things, and if going, for example, into toxins, when toxins accumulate, the more toxins accumulate within the body, it becomes harder and harder for it to break down. So toxins can develop in the mind. The more toxins that you add to your mind, the more it depresses you and pushes you down, and it gets it where it's extremely hard to raise up. And that's why you can't entertain these type of thoughts, man. we're in the military, man. We're fighting. We're soldiers in this thing. You got to keep pushing forward. You still got to have that mindset that the mission is going to get accomplished, and there's a reward for them that diligently seek him, as it is written. It says a true nihilist will believe in nothing, have no loyalties. You see that? So when you're fully in that nihilistic, and it gets into atheism, man. This is that Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. This is a real Edomite spirit, So if it's like it's kind of like a like when you smoke cigarettes or certain things, it's gateways, because what you get to the point where it's like, what's the point of watching the game? What's the point of watching this? What's the point of, and then you end up cutting everything off around you. What's the point of working? Then you start to cut off things that are essential for your life. What's the point of working on my health? What's the point of working out? It's carnal. Then you get to the point which a lot of these different guys, they start to get in the spirit of almost falling out. What they start to question leadership. They start to get pissed off with the apostles and elders. They get pissed off with the brotherhood. That's why I said a true nihilist. A lot of them guys that fell off, they're true nihilists, man, because they stopped believing in this faith. It tells you in the book of Hebrews, them that fall short of it. It says, have no loyalties and no purpose other than perhaps an impulse to destroy. Damn, that's a mouthful. So they become a straight up reprobate, void of judgment, to the point that the house that they've been building, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, certain men, depending on the amount of time you've been in the truth, they start to pull down the exact house that they've spent time to build up. That's disgusting, man. And what does it speak about? Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. Oh, Salakia. It speaks about that dog being turned to his vomit. 2 Peter 2:20. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahushua, they are again entangled therein and overcame, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. Right. So a lot of men come into the truth understanding that this world is it lacks morals, it lacks values, it's baseless. We understand this world is baseless, but the Lord is building us up to the point where we can really extract the quote unquote good out of this life. There are certain things you can do that can promote your wisdom, promote your experience, promote your understanding, and a lot of these things you're not just going to get from just being on the internet. Of course, we do our work. We fellowship in the brotherhood and stuff like that. That's the major bulk of what this truth is about. But there's certain, things that you learn in your personal walk by actually going through hardships, going through struggles, shortcomings, seeing things in your day to day, those learning lessons. But a lot of these different guys, like I said, they'll leave the world, come into the truth, and their experience in the truth is worse, with them than they actually were in the world, man. Because the Lord start plaguing their mind, and really these guys start to plague their own minds, man. They're over analytical, like I said, that extreme pessimism. They don't believe that anything, has a positive outcome. So they just, basically just wallow in negativity. Verse 21, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, that after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the sow, which a sow is with a pig, that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. And we don't want to be those individuals that wallow in the mire, that's going to eat the same throw up that we have, puked out, And that's why I said certain things you have to do to just tap into the inner you and really find yourself. And sometimes a lot of men lose themselves within the truth, like I said, because they start to hack out the good and as well, they hack out the bad, and then they'll start hacking out the good to the point where they don't see any good in life, from this point forward. And that's why right now it's suicide culture. You see all these different suicide hotlines. Nobody wants to live at this point. You have, of course, people that want to live, but for the most part, it's a lot of people that want to take their own lives. Why? Because of negative experiences, certain things that traumatize them, a loss of a woman, to the point they're like, oh man, I don't want anything. I don't want nothing that has to do with life, because I don't want to communicate. I don't want no